Welcome back folks, and welcome back to a new video. So today we have a mashup of various CD Projekt Red news where we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher 3 and some very important GOG news, especially if you're using cloud saves on GOG for your Cyberpunk, Witcher games and so on. And the first bit of information is actually about Immerse Game Pack and Cyberpunk 2077 collaboration, which is basically the Embody company. So a lot of people assume that this is some sort of an update for the game, or well, the upcoming update, which is not. Keep in mind that the Immerse Game Pack, or well, this company, is a separate software to Cyberpunk 2077, and this is actually a paid feature. This is not free. So I'm gonna be going deeper into that, but first let's see what Cyberpunk posted on their Twitter. They said this: Immerse personalized special audio is coming soon to Cyberpunk 2077, propelling your immersive arsenal into the future. Unlock a new dimension of audio realism that pulls you deeper into Night City than ever before. Now, if we go to the actual CD Projekt Red Press Center, we have a bit more information about it. Rich in features, the Immerse Game Pack Cyberpunk 2077 software allows gamers to experience the RPG of the dark future with realistic audio depth, height, and 360 directional accuracy. Features such as immersive personalized HRTF and head tracking enhance spatial audio realism and directional detail, while also allowing users to hear sounds above and behind them with great accuracy. Perfectly pictured by the built-in sonar map feature showing where each in-game sound is coming from. To assure the best and truly personalized experience, an ear scanning setup process is available, along with an equalizer for a wide range of gaming headsets, allowing for tailoring the sound balance to one's delight. And as we can see from their website, this is coming out on the 20th this month. So again, not to confuse anyone, because I've seen a lot of people actually replying in the comments saying that this is some sort of an update or a free update or a DLC. No, this is a separate third-party collaboration, and keep in mind that this actually costs money. I believe $20 if you want to use this, but you're going to have a 14-day free trial for everyone who wants to try this out, so just don't get confused when it comes to this. And also they have a comparison video, which I'm going to leave down below in the description, so you can hear it for yourself and kind of decide if this is worth for you or not. I mean, I will be checking this out, but at the same time, I mean, I do kinda like how audio already sounds in the game, so I doubt I'm gonna be using this after the 14-day free trial. Now, of course, if we go to SteamDB and we go to depots, we can see there was a new CDPR internal QA which was last updated 12 days ago. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be somehow connected with this, but at the same time, do not expect for this to work unless you actually use their software along with the game. And of course, a lot of people were now asking about FSR 3 and if that's gonna be coming out or not. Now, to be honest, I keep hearing conflicting opinions here and there, especially when it comes to FSR 3 being in development or not. Some of the fear people have is that after the latest investors call, we have seen that the Cyberpunk 2077 team, which was dedicated to basically updating the game, supporting it, is now completely gone. So at the same time, people assume that this is basically it, and that we're not gonna be getting more updates to the game. So on one side, I've heard that yes, this is still somewhat in development, but on the other side, I mean, I also hear that this is not gonna be coming out anytime soon. At the same time, if you're on PC obviously and you do want FSR 3 for Cyberpunk 2077, I'm actually going to leave you a link for a mod, which is very incredibly easy to get and download. And once you do this, FSR 3 is gonna be available in the game. Again, keep in mind that this is not an official implementation, but a mod one, but at the same time, it's doing a really good job at what it's supposed to do, giving you more frames and being a counter to DLSS. Also keep in mind, once you go into files and you want to download this, you will have different versions of the mod. One if you have an RTX or a GTX card, and the second one if you have Radeon or Arc GPUs. To be honest, I would love to see FSR 3 officially implemented into this game, but at the same time, look, even though we do have a new internal QA, right now we cannot know how big the update is going to be, or if it's going to be just a small hotfix, or what is the contents of it going to be, unless, you know, it's officially announced and properly announced. But I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the 20th and see if this is actually becoming a public branch after this, you know, spatial audio stuff comes out. Now, when it comes to The Witcher, there was a new hotfix released for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on PC. It fixed the issue where turning on Hairworks on DirectX 11 crashed the game after loading a save. It also adds some new capabilities for modding script. The script compiler now supports a number of annotations. The main purpose is to add modify functionality in existing game functions and classes without merging script files, which is definitely good to have. Now also with this they have a, you know, patch 1 for The Witcher 3 Redkit, and I'm going to also leave you a full list of every single fix which is now available for Redkit, because if you're not following, CD Projekt Red released a full modding tool, or well, Redkit for The Witcher 3, which basically allows you to make anything you want now in the game, of course if you are a skilled developer. And it's also good because you get to learn more about how the game works and how you can modify the files. But keep in mind, if you're doing Redkit for the first time, keep in mind that you should always back up your save files. Just keep them on a file, just keep them somewhere safe so that accidentally something doesn't get corrupted, because whenever you're going into game files, whenever you are editing these things in general, there could be some problems which might corrupt your save. So whenever you're doing this sort of modding, it is always good to back up your saves first. And also some people were asking why, for example, some of the mods that they installed now don't work on console. Keep in mind that mods for The Witcher 3 are not available on console, so that means if you have, let's say, a heavily modded save and you try to run it on your console, because, you know, through the actual cross-save system, some of those, well, all of those mods are going to be disabled and you're not going to see them. So in any case, backing up those files, even if you're just doing this, is always good. And keep in mind that this was actually the CDPR internal QA branch, which was available 13 days ago. So this is public now, so you can safely assume that this is the actual fix, or well, the update that we were expecting. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that for the time being. Now when it comes to GOG, there is something incredibly important you have to know. So a few days ago, there was actually a post from GOG support saying that they will be deleting some of the actual files uploaded to their servers through the actual cloud saves, which exceed 200 megabytes per game. So this is what they said. We're reaching out to inform you that your cloud save files that exceeded the default allocation limit of 200 megabytes per game will be deleted after August 31st, 2024. Please review them to avoid the loss of files stored within your cloud saves available via GOG Galaxy. Saves stored locally on your computer will not be affected. This is something people started asking me, will CDPR start deleting files inside your PC? No, that's not going to be the case. They're only going to be deleting the files, or well, they're gonna be starting to delete older files from the cloud saves, and they will match it to 200 megs, which is basically the limit which they allow. And here they said, why are we limiting storage? As the size and number of games increase, so does the demand for cloud storage. These limits ensure that all players have access to sufficient and manageable space for their game progress, and that we keep the associated costs under control. By optimizing our storage allocation, we aim to continue providing a reliable and user-friendly platform for everyone. Basically, this means the more files get uploaded to their servers, the more expensive they are to run, because, well, you have to buy more data for it. So this pretty much means that they're gonna be limiting them, or well, which was already limited, to save, you know, costs on the servers themselves. And here they basically tell you, you may want to back up your cloud saves directly in GOG Galaxy first, and they basically give you a hyperlink. Here's how, so go and click that if you're on GOG. And once your save files are downloaded on your machine, log into GOG, open Cloud Saves Management, review your save data, and delete any unnecessary files or saves. So this is definitely something which you will most likely have to do, because if I go to my cloud saves, we can see that Cyberpunk 2077, I have exceeded the save size quite a lot because my save files, at least the ones which are, on my system, are actually 1.5 gigabytes. So I will have to, really sort this out. Also, my Witcher 1 game is almost a gig, which is kind of a surprise, but no wonder how much I saved in that game. And the Witcher 3 one, which I have, is 550 gigabytes. Thronebreaker wasn't really an issue because it's even under 1 megabyte itself. But keep in mind, I already have these files backed up because I have a habit of backing everything up which I have, especially save files, every month or 2 months, just because, you don't want your stuff to be lost. So just go here and check it out because this is incredibly important. So the way they're gonna be deleting these files is that they're gonna be starting from your older saves and then moving up to the newer ones. So that means they're not gonna be deleting your newest save file, but they're gonna be going from like save 1, save 2, save 3, and so on, most likely related to the date when that, save file was made. But in the end, you do have some time until, August 31st, but in case you were not aware, well, now you kinda are. So that's pretty much it for today when it comes to actual Cyberpunk 2077 FSR 3 news. As I said, look, it might be coming, it might not, we'll see what's gonna be happening. Again, they have stated, and some of the, articles were, reported that saying that yes, they're still working on it, it might be a part of the final update for the game. But look, when it comes to like final updates for Cyberpunk, like, don't consider it as a final update, because one of the things we have learned so far when it comes to CD Projekt Red, they might have an idea, they might have some budget for it, and they do some feature and they release it. It was the case for The Witcher, it's been the case for Cyberpunk, and so on. But I do believe that for the time being, we're not gonna be getting any proper updates for this, at least after this update, whatever is, currently in the, internal QA itself. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked it, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more, because you do help the channel in the algorithm that way. And of course, let me know down below in the comments what do you think about all of this. Huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters, and I will see you very soon because currently I'm working on a new Cyberpunk modding showcase where I have some very interesting mods to show, so stay tuned for that. This is LKM signing out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.